It is August in the South, so we are going to be a couple of sweaty boys tonight. It's the channel's first game on Gallowdark. It's also my third time on Gallowdark ever, I want to say. So some interesting rules to explore that I may not have the best handle on. But we're playing Nemesis Claw versus Scouts. I am playing Scouts. They're a newer team to me, and going into Nem Claw, I'm a little nervous about the melee situation. I know that Micah, who's going to be running Nem Claw today, I know he's going to want to get up on my face. He's going to be wanting to poison objectives. He's going to be wanting to get through the obstacle course I'm setting up for him. But hopefully the Scouts can punish him a little bit for being too aggressive and play the objective and win the day. So Scouts are a 9 operative team in a 10 operative box. So there was really only one guy I had to leave off, and he was the generic warrior with the combat knife and the bolt pistol. I'm taking as many shotguns as I can. They have some really interesting spike damage opportunities. Of course, Nem Claw could pretty easily save out of those, but if I can get a couple of good shots and the dice are kind enough, I might be able to get some guys down quick and early. As far as TAC-op goes, I did elect to take Implant today. I know Implant's not necessarily the most popular in the community, but it gives me an opportunity to punish my opponent in fights where I expect to be doing a fair amount of dying and leaving guys alive. So if I can do a little bit of damage and get a victory point on my way out in those fights, I come out ahead. So I'm going to try to aggressively play around my TAC-op. And as far as the crit-op goes, I'm a little bit nervous about Sabotage. Sabotage really incentivizes being aggressive, getting into your opponent's territory. I'm not going to be able to push heavily into this team. So I'm going to really rely on that TAC-op and rely on killing those Night Lords down as they get into my territory as much as possible. Yeah, so for equipment, I'm bringing 3 out of my 4 faction equipment. It's really important that I take combat knives so that I can be a little bit more punishing in melee. I'm also going to lean heavily on setting up the battlefield in an advantageous way, so I'm going to be taking a couple barricades. I'm also going to be taking targeting oculars, which just make me a little bit more reliable in shooting. I'm also going to be taking heavy weapon bipods, so hopefully I can get some really nice spike damage out of my heavy weapons if I'm able to get some shots off. We'll see what Micah lets me do.
Hi, I'm Micah. I'm playing Nemesis Claw today. They're definitely my favorite kill team. I've always been a Night Lord fan. They're the true heroes of the 40k universe. I mean, what more proof do you need? Today we're playing Sabotage. My game plan on this one is, since it requires my opponent to take one of my objectives in my zone, if I can get my Fearmonger, which is the guy with poison, if he can poison the objective early, I can make it a little harder for Connor to score on crit op, because it's really, we're going to win on the margins at this point. I'm taking TAC-op Champion. It's usually what the Nemesis Claw is best at, because they have movement to get them in for 2 kills. Even if their wound count is below 12, which his team is, I can hopefully use like proclivity for murder after a butcher or a screecher kills a unit to charge in and get 2 per turning point. And just the goal plan is to keep the pressure on. I'm not going to outshoot him, I can't outmove him, and I can't outfight him. So I have to get in, and I have to get in hard and fight. He's going to booby trap the heck out of the mission. I'm expecting that, but it is what it is. For equipment, I've brought chain snares. Once I get in, he can't get out, or he has to roll to get out. And then flayed skin to make any rolls within 2 inches. A 1, if he rolls a 1, he cannot re-roll that. Great for shotguns, great for melee. It's basically just going to be icing on top of the cake. I'm bringing 2 stun grenades. I'm not normally bringing a stun grenade, but at a 2 APL team where I'm bringing comm jammers to prevent it from gaining APL, if I can get a couple of units or even a group of units punched up down to 1 APL before they activate, I can hopefully win on the action economy, kill a couple more units, keep the pressure on. That's the only way I'm going to probably win, is if I latch on, don't let go, he can't win. I'm bringing your bread and butter. I have to bring the Visionary. He's great. He's going to gain me CP once per turn. Bare minimum, if I'm rolling 1 with the new nerf on the Prescient token, he's going to gain you CP. That's what you need. Vox Stream is incredibly heavy for CP. I'm also doing Butcher, Screecher, melee combo. They're the best. I have yet to find a melee unit other than maybe Raveners that can go toe-to-toe with them and trade. Maybe pre-nerf Angels of Death Captain. I'm also bringing Ventriloquar. He's fantastic. He lethal 5s on an 8-inch shot with a bolt weapon on Astartes. Means you can shoot twice with him. He's great. Poisons objectives. Throws a poison grenade. He's a goat. Bring him every time. Then I've got just a Melta guy you're on Galadark. Short range, always bring a Melta. ABM, always be melting. And then we're gonna do Ventriloquar. He's fantastic. I can use his tricks once per battle, but if I can get him in, he has a 6-inch range, I can make a unit of his switched order. So if he's got a guy behind cover on conceal, he's suddenly a valid target because I put him on engage. Or if a guy's in the doorway, move him 3 inches, shoot him, we're golden. Just bread and butter, we're gonna get in there, we're gonna fight, we're gonna hopefully win.
So it's all staging here. We're pretty packed tight in on what is my right side of the board. I expect things to get incredibly bloody around my home objective. I hope I have dedicated enough manpower to hold serve there. What I'm really hoping to get out of this is I'm hoping to get some juicy flank action on this side, and I'm hoping to punish Micah for trying to come into my home objective, but I am very nervous about that Vox Scream, so I'm going to be a little bit delicate in how I navigate this. Yeah, I'm looking at probably Gunfire Ambush, which will let me, if I switch from Conceal to Engage, then it'll make all of my weapons have balanced and ceaseless, balanced on shooting and ceaseless if it's against an expended operative. I'm also probably going to take... I'm probably going to take Blade Ambush, which means that if I basically switch from Conceal to Engage, Charge, and Fight, then my melee weapons will have the Ceaseless weapon rule. And if the target's expended, then I'll also have Rending.
I'm going to select... I'm obviously going to go if we have Comfrey for the charging. I'm going to also pick the Black Hunt for getting rerolls on wounded targets. And then I'm debating on picking one immediately now for Return to Darkness. I cannot end the movement closer to one of Connor's units, which I do think I'm going to go ahead and do. So I'll go down to 3 CP. I can only move 4 inches, RIP. It was 6. So I will end up pretty much right here behind this creature.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and activate my Hunter.
Okay. Is that going to do the Auspex scan?
No, that's the tracker who does the Auspex.
Okay, what does he do before he gets Vox Screen?
He is the one who gets lethal 3s and ceaseless on fighting from my ploy when he charges.
Cool.
Yep. So he is going to go ahead and climb. So he's charging.
Mm-hmm.
So he is going to charge, climbing over this in the process. And he's going to come right into the middle of this door.
Okay.
And door has to be open to door fight, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, then he is just going to open the door.
All right. I'm going to activate the Fearmonger. I'm going to switch to Engage. First move is going to be falling back.
Okay.
I'm going to fall back 3 inches, so I'm out of the last range. So I'll fall back to the home objective. I'll control the objective. Switch to Engage. I'm going to shoot the... I'm going to go ahead and shoot the guy guarding the door.
Okay.
This is with a scoped bolt pistol. It's 4 attacks, lethal 5s.
All right.
Okay.
That'll be 1 save.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 CP on Death to the False Emperor. I'm going to re-roll, because I get Relentless, both these dice. All right, so 3 crits, 1 save. So with the 3 crits, you are, that is 15 damage.
Okay, he's dead.
12 damage.
He's dead.
All right,
All right, I'm gonna activate my rocket launcher.
I'm going to Vox Scream him.
I figured you probably would. That is why I am going to activate this warrior,
Okay,
reposition him right here,
all right.
and because I have full seek, I'm going to shoot your Melta.
Cool.
Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and use my twice per turn targeting oculars to give myself lethal 5 and saturate on this.
All right.
So no. And right now, is there anything preventing me from re-rolling those ones?
Only if you get within 2 inches.
Okay. All right. So that's 4 hits.
Okay. Go, Brandon. That is 1 save.
All right. So that will be. I lost my stat block. That will be 12 damage.
Okay. He goes down to 2. He is wounded. I'm going to activate my Melta guy.
Figured you probably would.
I'm going to move outside of, is it control range?
Yeah.
So I'll move like so for 5 inches, which gets me right here. And I will shoot the heavy gunner.
Okay. Of course.
1 second. Okay, I'll reroll this. It was outside the box. Okay, 3 hits.
2 saves.
Okay. Rolled another 1 visionary point. RIP.
All right, we are going to go ahead and activate the rocket launcher gentleman. I'm going to go ahead and use one of my firefight ploys, Raw Physiology, which allows him, until his next activation, to behave as if he is not injured. So that'll bring me down to 2 CP. He is going to take a rocket shot at the Fearmonger, and because the Fearmonger is expended, and because he's flipping from a conceal to an engage, gunfire ambush, the strategic ploy that I took, is going to give him ceaseless on his shooting. And he's also going to benefit from my heavy weapon bipod faction equipment, which will upgrade that to relentless. So this is going to be a crack missile.
Okay.
This is going to be 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, 5, 7, piercing 1.
Okay.
And I. All right.
Okay.
All right. I think he's probably going to be dead because that's 22 damage.
He's dead.
And
My prescient point to do not activate on my guy and let Connor go again.
I am going to activate my esteemed warrior, who is going to reposition and open this hatchway.
I'm going to activate my visionary on engage. I'm going to move him through the screecher to the other side of this doorway. And I'm just going to shoot this guy with a bolt pistol.
As one does.
Four attacks hitting on 3s.
2 saves.
Starties.
As one does.
All hits, 2 crits.
Is this a plasma gun or a bolt gun?
This is a bolt gun.
Cool. 2 saves.
Okay, so you take 2 crits. It's going to be 8 damage.
Okay, he's sitting at 2.
Okay.
I am going to activate my Sergeant. Mr. Sergeant Man is going to charge and door fight the Melted Gunner.
Okay.
He is a chainsword, and he is 5 attacks hitting on 3s for 5.
Okay.
Ouch. But I did get the Blade Ambush, which gives me Ceaseless and Rending on an Expended Operative because he's switching from Concealed to Engage. So I rerolled 2, yeah. All right. And Rending is...
If you get a crit, you get another crit.
Okay, I'll hit you for 5.
I'll dare to fight and hit you for 4.
Okay. So that's 7.
And then the Melto guy will die.
So that was 2 of his APL, and with his 3rd APL, he is going to grant an additional APL to the tracker because that's the only person he can see.
The ventriloquist.
Yeah, baby.
I'm going to move him to right here behind this door. He has a 6-inch range of all his psychic abilities. So I'm going to move this guy 3 inches. No, sorry, you move him. It specifies the rolls. Yeah, I'm going to move him 3 inches that way.
Does that work for you?
Let's give myself a little bit more clearance from the from that. Okay.
Wait, does it say I specifically get to move him?
You move him, but I pick where it's so I'm not moving your guy.
I
But it's
got
not a.
Hold on 1 second, Connor.
Because we keep repeating ourselves, I'm going to reposition my warrior to right here, and he is going to take a shot at the visionary.
Okay.
So he's hitting on 2s, obscuring does not come into play, and I will go ahead and use my 2nd targeting oculars to give myself saturate and lethal 5. All right, that's 2 crits, 2 hits.
I'll spend the 2 to make this block both crits.
Okay, so the 2 crits are knocked out. So we are going to hit the visionary for 4 and go ahead and implant him. Yeah, within 6 inches you can do implant through shooting. I think a lot of people pass through those rules once and think it's just a melee thing, but there are close range shooting options for implant, and we just used one of them.
Alright, I'm going to activate the Skin Thief. He has a 9-inch charge, or 8-inch charge.
And get the lotion out.
And he's going to just charge this guy.
Okay.
I place him right here. Then I'm going to roll a d3 to determine if I kill him or not. 1. So he takes 1 damage.
All right. You roll 1 hit, you take it.
No. Thank you. The next APL is going to be shooting him with a bolt pistol.
Okay. Three saves, 2 crits.
Okay.
Yeah, we're activating the sniper. And he's going to take a shot at the skin thief.
Cool.
This is going to be a concealed shot. It was not visible to enemy operatives at the start of the activation, so it will get gunfire ambush. And the target's expended, so this is going to be ceaseless. It's going to be 4 attacks hitting on 2s, 3/3, dev 3, heavy silent. All right, I won't need any of the re-rolls.
1 sec.
Okay, so it's going to be so it'll be dev 3, then 9. Okay.
Down 5.
12.
Injured.
Okay. And then having shot, he is going to reposition to get control on the objective.
Screecher is charging. He's assisted by the skin thief,
Okay.
so his hit stack goes up. Did it improve the defense dice at all?
I mean, it improves both in fighting and retaliating, so it'll benefit both ways.
Okay. Charge. Cool, I take 2 on the charge.
Okay, he's sitting at 8.
And then now that he's wounded, I have lethal 4s. I
Okay.
hit on 2s due to being assisted.
Okay, I'll hit on 3s.
Okay, so that's 3 crits. 1 hit. You cannot roll a dice, by the way.
Okay. That's crit and 2 hits.
Okay. Block first the crit,
Okay.
because it'll block your only crit.
All right. Block out 2 of these, I think. So this is gone, this is gone. Good. Parry, you could hit me. You could parry. Yeah, I'm going to parry one of your normals.
The only normal. So then
I
you
will-
have,
And yeah, no, it's your turn.
yep, you've got 10 right there.
Well, I've got one more that I can still parry with.
These are crits.
Oh, well, never mind. Then I would have hit you with this.
Okay, hit me with the normal.
So I hit you for 4.
Okay. He goes down to 10.
Yep. Hold on, I'm confused. I was at 8 starting combat. You parried out my crit. I hit you for 4. Then you hit me.
I have 2 crits for 10.
Yeah, but I've got 1 left since I'm not parrying anymore.
You got 1 normal left, Micah, too.
So you would hit me for whatever normal or whatever a crit is.
5.
Yep. Then I'd hit you for 4. And then you would kill me.
Okay, so I go down to 6 health.
Capture this boy dying.
Injured.
His bolter is heavy dash only, so he is going to he is going to dash to right here on the other side of the barricade, and he is going to take a sweeping shot with his heavy bolter, which is Torrent 1. So I'll roll 2 attacks here. The Shrieker, or the Shrieker is the primary. Hitting on 3s, 4, 5, piercing crits 1. Because the operative is expended and the heavy gunner was not visible to an enemy at the beginning of the turning point, it'll benefit from gunfire ambush. and both of them are expended, so it'll get Ceaseless, which is upgraded to Relentless by the Heavy Weapon Bipod. Alright, so that's going to be 3 hits. No crits.
You can reroll Ceaseless?
I can't, yeah, you're right. Doesn't matter.
Cool. No saves.
Alright, so that's going to be 12.
Dead.
Hey, that's pretty good. So he's only going to take 4.
Skin Thief shooting the sergeant. Two hits.
Okay.
Oh, it's 4 hits. 4 attacks. 3 hits.
Okay, we'll do the cover save. 1 save.
Okay. 6 damage.
Okay, he's at 1 health.
Injured.
There we go.
Then we get a Connor.
To activate my last operative, the tracker, he is going to hop on engage. He's going to take a bolt pistol shot at the Skin Thief. This is, bolt gunshot. This is 4 attacks hitting on 3s, 3, 4. No special modifiers, although he will get Ceaseless from gunfire ambush. Jesus.
Dead.
Yeah. Action. He is also going to, and he's +1 from the sergeant, he is going to reposition and dash to right here. Yeah, so what I was trying to do in Turning Point 1 was set up a massive kill box in my home objective and try to skirt the potential negative impact of the Vox screen with a little, or I should probably say a lot, of assistance from good dice tonight. I was able to do that. I got very lucky with my rocket launcher surviving the charge and shoot from the Melta. I had very good luck with some lengthy sight lines for my sniper and my heavy bolter. Yeah, all in all, I feel pretty solid. The plan didn't go off entirely without a hitch, but at the end of the day, if I can trade 3 scout bodies for 3 Nemclaw bodies, then I'm happy to do so.
TP1, a lot of staging, poisoning the home objective, and then getting ready on one side of the board. Just lean in and go aggressive. In all honesty, it's not, there's no way I can claw my way back to Turning Point 3 and win. It's going to probably end on maybe 1 or 2 or 3 activations in the Turning Point 3. This is not my game. Turning Point 2 fell apart. Basically just, I didn't punch through, not killing the guy with the melt, not getting a melt to kill. Huge. And basically by combining everyone up into one funnel point, it made it very difficult to get in and to spread the action. Connor is able to just focus all in on the right spot. In fact, he flanked me on the other side of the board with the sniper and the heavy gunner, and it was basically just all over from there. Difficult to say. Back when I actually had a reliable in Midnight Clad, I probably could have gone in the other room and been fine. I could have taken light barricades. It's always recommended to take light barricades on Galadark. However, as you can see for Connor's stuff, he has the ability to strip, cover, and seek light, which light barricades are basically not effective with. So I would not look at how I've played today as how you should play as a Nemesis player, or probably a Kill Team player. Spending 1 on We Have Come For You, and then 2 on the Black Hunt, which I did not use at all in TP1, even though I had it for TP2.
Oh yeah, as far as ploys go, I am going to take gunfire ambush again, but not blade ambush this time. Totally forgot about that. Oh, and as a strategic gambit, I forgot about this. I'm taking 1 APL away from Visionary.
Okay.
That's from my advanced scouting. Okay. I am going to activate my esteemed warrior, who is going to reposition and open this here hatch. That thar yonder hatch.
I'm going to go on engage with the Visionary, or Ventriloquar. I'm going to charge.
Yeah, baby! That's what we've been waiting for.
So it's going to be a hatchway fight.
Yeehaw!
You're still taking the D3 damage from the We Have Come For You. So that's 2 damage.
Okay, he's at 8.
And then we're going to close the door.
All right. Okay, that's very good. I was not expecting that. Closing that door did more to me than you realize. All right. I'm going to go ahead and check my data sheet. All right, we're going to activate the tracker.
Okay.
The tracker is going to reposition up here and is going to activate his Auspex scanner, which is the strip obscuring 8-inch bubble. Should get both of these. And that'll be his activation. He's also going to flip to a conceal.
You want to spend a prescient point to delay my activation.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and use my raw physiology firefight ploy, which is going to allow me to act as if I am not injured. It'll take me down to 1 CP. I'm going to use that on my heavy gunner. And he is going to dash through this doorway and take a crack missile shot at Visionary.
Does he have a line of sight of him?
He got that gun and that cape. Yeah, he will get ceaseless because he wasn't visible at the beginning of his activation. And the heavy weapon bipods will give him relentless. He will not have the rending though. So, crack is the 5/7. All right. That's going to be 2 crits, 2 hits.
Okay. I spend 1 prescient point to ignore 1 normal instance of normal damage.
Yep, and this will be piercing 1. Cool.
So 1 of the normals is gone.
Okay.
2 normal saves.
All right, so you're just going to take 7.
Okay.
And that'll be it for our friend here.
I'm going to close the door.
As one does.
And I'll move right here and guard the door.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and activate my Sergeant. Sergeant is going to dash. He's injured, so he'll only have 4 inches on the reposition. So he'll reposition to the edge of the objective. And he will upgrade our friend the Sniper to 3 APL. And that's all he's going to do. Actually, he's going to go on guard.
Not within 6 inches. Nobody is. That hasn't already gone. I'll pass my counteract.
All right. Sniper is going to do something extraordinarily stupid. Sniper is going to charge, open this hatch, and door fight. All right, 3 hits.
Okay.
Oh, and actually, that would have been hitting on 2s anyway, but
Yeah, because of the.
whatevs.
All right, 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. Okay,
Okay.
4 hits.
He is going to hit you for 4.
Okay,
And one of those was a crit.
down to 10. I will block the other normal.
Okay. He's going to hit you for 5.
Okay, down to
Or-
5.
Actually, sorry, he's going to implant you with this.
Okay. And then I'll hit you for, I believe it's 9. Hold on.
All 3 of those are alive.
That's 12.
Oh, he's dead.
Don't take them. Grab them.
Okay, so I'm on a doorway fight with the ventriloquist, who should have been my champion. Okay. Just 1 crit, 1 normal.
1 crit, 1 normal.
So blocking the crit.
Here, yeah. So these 2, these 2,
So how much
choose
is
which
your,
one to do first.
What is your profile?
4, 5.
4, 5. So it's just 9. So I can hit you for 5.
Yep, which brings me down to 5, in which case I will hit you for 5. So both the crits are gone.
Are we gonna both survive it with 1 health?
Think
I'll hit
so.
you with 1 for 4 damage.
Yep, I'll hit you for 4 damage.
All right, we'll go down to 1.
And because, I will mention, because each operative can only be implanted once, I can score no more on turning point 4 on my TAC op because I've implanted both of the guys who are still alive. So, worth noting. Heavy Gunner is going to activate. He is going to dash to right here, and he is going to take a shot at the Visionary.
Can you shoot through a guy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so operatives count as light cover, so they wouldn't grant obscuring. I think, Internet, tell me if I'm wrong, please. But he will get ceaseless from the heavy weapon bipod instead of relentless. Oh my god, I dropped 1. Alright.
Piercing crit.
Yep, so you roll 2.
Okay, crit and 1 save.
Okay, then you are going to take 8.
Still enough to kill him.
Both of these dudes having 1 health left, I need to roll a 1 hit, hitting on 4s, to finish off the ventriloquist with my warrior in fighting. I'm going to go ahead and use raw physiology, which will give me, or allow me to act as if I'm not injured, so we're hitting on 3s. So I need 1 3 up. I'll get it. That's it for the ventriloquist.
I can dirty fight.
You can dirty fight. So that'll actually win you that fight.
I have to declare my champion.
Hey, yeah, declare your champion, kill him.
It's 5 attacks.
Oh, I thought dirty fight was just 1 successful.
It is, but I didn't know how many crits I got. Which are none.
He's also at 1 wound. So the dirty fight will kill him.
Does that will kill him?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
he's at 1 wound.
Gotcha.
So.
So I get 1 on tack off.
Yeah, so I made a little mistake there. Bam. And now it goes over to the ventriloquist.
I'll charge. Gets within 1 inch for a fight.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm going to spend 1 CP on Death to the False Emperor for Relentless. I will reroll these dice. I don't think it matters, honestly. Yeah. All hits, still dies.
You'll hit him for 5.
Yep, hit him for 5.
I'll kill him.
And he dies.
So I'll go ahead and close out my activations here. I will reposition the Wounded Heavy Gunner to control the middle objective. I will activate my Sergeant, leave him where he is, but grant an APL to the Tracker. The Tracker will do his best to... Actually, I'm not going to activate the Tracker. I'm going to activate the Heavy Gunner. He is going to... Well, he can only go 4 inches, so never mind. We are going to go 3 inches. He has another 3 inches. Yeah, so opening the door in mid-reposition. That's 2 APL. He's going to get here. He's going to take the poison.
2d3.
He has 1 HP.
He does not. He's...
Oh, okay. What's that one from?
You're looking at
that's the Sergeant.
4.
4? Alright. So he'll go down to 6 health, and he will sabotage the objective. So after halftime, it kind of turned into trying to make sure I got the most that I could out of the crit op and the tac op, implanting strategically. The plan going into the game was set up a really nasty obstacle course and a kill box around my home objective. We were playing sabotage, so I knew playing a really aggressive team, Micah was going to be wanting to go aggressively for my home objective. So I was able to stage really successfully there. I was able to punish the Nimclaw operatives as they came into that room, and once I had the numerical advantage, beyond the numerical advantage that I started with, it was a matter of playing containment, not getting too greedy, and making sure that I was racking up points wherever I could. So I'm pleased with how it went. I think it was a game that was maybe swung a little bit out of proportion by the mismatch in the dice rolls today, but ultimately I do feel good about the plan that I went in with. I'm really pleased with the performance of the Scouts. I'd love to have them on the channel again. Yeah, so I've listened to recordings and podcasts of a couple of top Scouts players. I think the thing that's probably really important to keep in mind is the obstacle course is less about getting your opponent to actually engage with your forward scouting options and more about influencing the way they stage. They're going to have to make a choice. You create a dilemma for them if you use those forward scouting steps well, the triple arms and the booby trap. You either force them to engage because they see it as worth it, and you can do some chip damage with that mine. You can get off some early shots that you might not otherwise get off with the triple arms. I was able to do that. I was able to own that doorway on the top side of my home objective. Or you force them to play more conservatively than they would like to, and you can gain ground while they're trying not to engage with your obstacle course. So Scouts are a weird combination of cagey and front heavy, and I think a lot like Phobos, who I play normally, if you can win that initial outbreak of violence in Turning Point 2, you can win the game, but they're very much a House of Cards team. If things start turning against you, you collapse real quick. So they're a fun team to play with my play style. I think they're probably very annoying to play against, depending on the matchup, especially with things like that strip obscuring bubble. But overall, it was a fun game. I think it was a fun learning experience. I'll hand it over to Micah.
Well, it was a slaughter. Corn's very happy. The blood flowed. Didn't flow my way. I would say basically maybe to my detriment, I was too aggressive. I definitely think if I had staged on the other side to at least keep the action economy focused on 2 fronts rather than 1 front, Could have gone maybe differently. Really hurt to lose the initiative, but at the same time, like dice tell stories. I did not roll well today, and that's fine. But I do think it really came down to staging, planning, and had I been a little bit more conservative, I maybe would have not gone the way it did. You can clearly see that it folded past turning point 2. I would not recommend doing the exact same thing I did. Play a little bit more conservatively, bring the light barricades. Nerfs hurt, and then that clad being turned off at 8 inches does hurt, but you're still an elite team. You can out get them with Astartes. You have so much more of a wound pool. Just don't. It hurts to lose one operative versus losing 2 scout operatives. I think, in all honesty, it really came down to the fact that none of my champions scored me more than one victory point, and on top of all of that, dice just weren't there for me. In multiple games we've played before, I've been able to get kills with the Melta guy. He did not do well today, which is fine, but a lot of it just came down to the fact that, like, if you watch Turning Point 2 and how I was with my CP economy, I probably wasted a good 2 or 3 CP that I could have gained. Nemesis Claw are an incredibly CP hungry team. You need to pick your battles and when to use it. Definitely False Emperor is fantastic against an Imperial Astartes team. Know when to use it. I think I could have held on to it for a different part in that turning point to shift things a little over.